It'll be good. Okay. So can you give a thumbs up if you can see my screen, the slides that I'm showing? Okay, good. Okay. Okay. So I'm Saravanan. I'm a naturopathic physician and a nutritionist. I'm also a psychotherapist, and I practice in my clinic called the Naturopathic Therapies Clinic. And we are holistically supporting people with pain management, diabetes and cholesterol issues, hypertension. We have people with skin challenges, cancers, and stress management. Right? If you need our help, you can always call us at this number. Most of you have my number. And if you like to see my profile and what I do, you can always visit my website. I've been in practice since 2005. Yeah, I've been in practice since 2005. And after I graduated from Sydney, and then I went on to do further studies in St. Miguel's University in Canada, Montreal, and also in further my studies in Australia, in Adelaide, and then I did some courses in the US with stress management solutions in Cleveland, Ohio, and I did a 6-month stint with about studying about the brain and the neurons in your brain and how the brain functions and how we could effectively help technically using specific tools and supplements to reduce stress and that. And after that, I also went on to learn about psychotherapy because I felt that whatever that we have as diseases that manifest in our body, right, it is also stress induced, and so a lot of stress supports or creates a lot of problem in our body, prolonged stress actually, and over a period of time, it starts to manifest as diseases. So sometimes when a client of mine presents with a symptom, and they usually come when they have explored or exhausted all their avenues, and when they come, we are in a space where we need to find, if it is stress induced, and because they may not have the clinical symptoms where it shows, when in the readings, it doesn't really show. So we want to ensure that it is not stressed or is something else. Then we do some psychotherapy and we find out, and actually the underlying cause goes into a lot of family entanglements. And when they have all those family entanglements on them, it contributes to all those disease processes as well. And when we clear them, and they heal so rapidly. We have seen this, on many occasions on cancer patients whose cancers are very stress-induced. Yeah, and we have also seen this in diabetics. If you actually, when you look at diabetics, people say that it is also recorded and scientifically mentioned that diabetes is a disease where it happens where people who cannot enjoy the sweetness of life, they're so bitter. And because they are so bitter, it is they cannot process all the sweetness, so they end up with diabetes. Okay, so let's go on, and we're going to look at what we're going to address today. Yeah. So today we're going to talk about energy and its dynamics. Yeah, and how does your body uses energy from food, and we will be using energy and we will be learning about energy and vibrations in food, and then the common food we eat regularly and what they do to you. Okay, so so one of the participants actually asked, about wheat, and why I usually encourage my clients to stop wheat. So I will talk about that in a bit as well. And then food that increases your vibration. We will explore all those foods that are supporting us. And then we're going to do some energy exercises and experiences that is going to enhance and experience about food. And I'll teach you also a simple technique of how to do DNA healing. This is something that you will experience towards the end of this workshop. Yeah. So energy. Okay. There's a in quantum physics. Okay, where there's a science where they study the field of energy and the expression of energy. There's something called SOEF, yeah, subtle organizing energy field. Okay, this subtle organizing energy field is actually trying to describe how the design of subtle energy in a material form that place and how it is organized. Okay, so if you look at the bottom of that writing that I've written there about universal energy, okay, they also call it the 0 point energy. Okay, this 0 point energy, it is energy that is prevalent everywhere. It is abundantly everywhere. Is like air. Okay, it is just filled up in everything, and in fact, every part of ourselves, every food that we eat is all energy. Okay, now what is the difference between a human being and a chair? Okay, a human being is a dynamic energy. Okay, a chair is not a dynamic energy. Okay, so it is stationary. Okay, now is a can of is an aluminum can, an empty can. Okay, is it dynamic or it is non-dynamic? Okay, an aluminum can has got some kind of dynamic activity that is happening there, because when you leave it outside in the elements, it starts to rust and it becomes dust. Okay, so this chemical interaction that is happening, right? There is some dynamic activity that changes the structure of the product. Okay, so there are certain like plastics which can last for thousands of years without disintegrating. Okay, so certain wooden structures, they will decay after a while when they get exposed to elements. Okay, especially water, they get exposed to insects like termites and all this, so it gets destroyed. But there are certain things that are non-dynamic and they remain as they are. But we are going to focus on food, yeah, and the dynamic energy. So this subtle organizing energy that is above and everywhere, it flows into a sphere which is called the subtle organizing energy field. These are the commandos that allow that energy to manifest into something. Okay, so you will find that this energy is flowing naturally where it is needed, and then it gets processed and it becomes something. Okay, so when you plant a seed in the ground, okay, the nutrients that is in the soil will support the seed to sprout. Okay, and then the water that is coming from above, the sunlight will nurture the plant, and then it will grow and it will start to bear fruits. Okay, now like that, this subtle organizing energy field is also helping us. It helps us to grow from a baby to an adult. Okay, and then as you grow older and older and older, right, you can live healthily or you can disintegrate, which we pseudo classify as old age, because there are a lot of people who are old but still very vibrant. Okay, they are still very vibrant and very energetic, and they are able to they're able to um, live a quality life. Okay, so if you are suffering from aches and pains, or you have some kind of disease, okay, you're misaligned, and and the diseases that you may have, it is primarily because the subtle organizing energy field, it is not able to do what it's supposed to do for you. Okay, so there are things that influences our energy. Okay, there are foods that influences our energy. The things that primarily influence us are healthy food and non-healthy food. Okay, healthy food that we are looking at is all forms of whole foods, natural whole foods. Now in this workshop, I'm not here to suggest that you embrace a specific diet. Okay, I'm not encouraging anyone to become a vegetarian, or I'm not encouraging anyone to become purely a meatarian, or I'm not encouraging anyone to become a fruitarian or a breatharian. Okay, I am just here to give you information, and after that, you can make some informed choices about yourself. Right? so that when you have those informed choices, you can decide what is good for you. And I think that is fair for everyone. But open yourself up and open your mind up, and so that you can listen and understand and take on all the whole information that you need to take it with you. Okay. So we need to understand that food is primarily energy. Okay, the food that we eat, how our body uses it, whatever food that you consume is generated as heat. It is also the nutrients in your food become what they are to help you evolve and help you function. Okay, your daily activities, your movements, and all this kind of thing. So, who is processing this energy in you? Okay, who is processing the energy in you? It is your spirit. Okay, the spirit within you. Okay, or you can call it the life force. Okay, the life force inside you is a very kind natured. It is very supportive, and it is very embracing, and it is always keeping you in a balance. Okay, this energy, it is something that is constantly operating. It doesn't go on a break. Okay, it doesn't take a break. It keeps you alive. Yeah, when we say that it keeps you alive, this universal life force energy that is within you, right, where it is operating with compassion, it is helping you to see, it keeps your heart beating, it keeps your head thinking, right, and organize all the activities in your body. It keeps your kidneys filtering and processing all the fluids and keeping your pressure in balance, right. It keeps your liver functioning effectively, where it starts to stimulate um, all the hormonal activity, the fat distribution, right, balancing, right, the pancreas, which regulates all your, um, the pancreas that regulates all the sugars and the nutrients that your body needs and helps to digest your foods, the piles that helps to process the fats. See, all these activities are happening in harmony, in synchronicity. Okay, and you will notice that your heart that has started to function from 0 to whatever age that you are now. Okay, it is doing whatever that is doing without a break, even while you are asleep. Okay, now can you help your heart to beat? Are you in a space where you can help your heart to beat? Okay, can you do it while you are asleep? No way. Okay, nobody can do that. Okay, nobody can control that, and nobody can shift and make this heart function on their own. They got no way to control it. Okay, so it is doing on its own. And what is keeping that heart pumping in your body? Have you ever wondered? What is specifically keeping your heart pumping in your body? Okay, so it is that universal life force that is deep within you, which is doing everything. So you can go on a holiday, but your heart will not say, hey, I need a break, I want to go on a holiday. So you take care of it, and I'll bet you will bye bye after that, because it cannot happen. Yeah, it cannot happen. So out of love and compassion and care for you, it is doing, this universal life force energy is doing everything that it has to do to support you. So when you consume the food, your body takes in the energy out of it, and then it discards the matter. Okay, this is a very important point that you got to understand as well. Whatever you eat as food, the energy is used by the body, yeah, and whatever else which is the matter passes out as waste from your body. Okay, waste comes out in the form of sweat, in urine, and your poo that you release a couple of times in a day. Okay, and therefore food is not a matter, it is primarily a source of energy. Okay, so like you put the fuel in the car. Okay, you put petrol in the car. Okay, is it the petrol that is driving the car, or the combustion that is taking place in the engine chambers that drives the car? Okay, there's a fire, the fuel is vaporized and goes into the engine, and then it forms a blast. The blast moves the engine. Okay, so it is not the petrol that is driving, it is the fire. Okay, it is the fire that is moving that energy in that mechanism of inside the engine. Likewise, your body, when it's using food, it is primarily using it as a source of energy. It is not absorbing You know, if you eat an apple, okay, this is an apple that I have here now. Okay, this apple, I will only absorb the energy from the apple, but I will not be, I would actually let go of all the matter that I've eaten, you know, which provided the energy in my body. Okay, so is everybody okay with that, with this concept of energy now, and how food is used as is a primary source of energy, but it is not the matter that is not the energy. Okay, it is carrying the energy and supporting your body. You okay that? Okay, good. Now we move on. Okay, so we're going to do a simple energy experience. Okay, the simple energy experience that we're going to do. What I would like you to do is I want you to put your hands together. Okay, like this. Okay, yes. So put it together. Okay. Now take a deep breath. I just want you to rest your hand and you hold it on your lap. Okay, but your hands are clasped together like this. Okay, and you hold it on your lap. Okay, take a deep breath, breathe in and breathe out. Okay, we're going to do a simple attunement or in tuning yourself with energy. Okay, in this exercise, what I like you to do is I want you to connect and take a deep breath, breathe in and breathe out. Okay, breathe in and breathe out. Close your eyes and take a deep breath, breathe in and breathe out. Okay. And I want you to feel the pressure of your hand resting on your lap. Just feel the pressure of your hand resting on your lap. Okay. As you do, I want you to sense your hand. Sense your hand and feel the fingers touching each other. Feel your fingers touching each other and sense the pressure in between your fingers. Sense the pressure in between your fingers. Okay. Now, while you're sensing the pressure in between your fingers, you will feel some kind of like a blood rushing in between your fingers. You can sense some tingling feeling. You could sense some form of energy that is your natural energy in your body. Okay. Now, as you feel that, slowly raise your hand. Okay, slowly raise your hand. And what I'd like you to do is to slowly stretch it apart. Okay. When you stretch it apart, okay, and feel, stretch it apart like what I've done now, and gently feel the energy in between your fingers. Okay, and stretch a little further and bring your fingers tip to tip. Yeah, and line your fingers to your tip of your other hand, yeah, with all your other fingers, and feel it. Okay, feel the energy. As you feel and gently stretch, you will feel some kind of tingling sensation on your fingers. Breathe and breathe out. And if you can stretch a little further, you will feel some kind of sensation happening in your hand. Okay, good. Yeah, I hope most of you can feel it. Okay, okay. Can you sense it? Okay, so now you can do this. Okay, just place your hand, fingers closer, and just do this, and you can sense the energy flowing. Good. Okay. Right. Is that a good experience for everybody? Yeah. Can you feel that energy happening? Okay. Good. So the food that you eat is constantly interacting with your energy. Okay. It stimulates your energy and it's providing all the things that you need to sustain yourself. Now, energy also comes from what you see, what you hear, what you think about, what you touch, what you smell. Okay, they also interact with your energy. Okay, they're constantly interacting with your energy. But because today's talk is about food, we're not going to focus on that part of our life. We're just going to focus on food. Okay. So what you think and feel also is influencing your energy. So I give you a simple tip. Okay. When you cook your food, right? If you are upset when you cook your food, that energy is picked up in your food and is transformed is transferred into the food, and the food receives that energy, and whoever eats the food feels lousy, and even if you eat, you will feel lousy. Okay. And if you were to prepare the food with a lot of love and compassion, feel happy when you're preparing the food, what would also happen is that that energy is transferred to the food, and it will show in the food that you're eating, and people will become much healthier, vibrant, and energetic. Okay. So what you do affects your energy. It is constantly affecting your energy. So be mindful of what kind of energy you're emitting and what kind of energy you're transmitting, so that it is supporting you. Okay. Now, is everybody okay with that energy experience that you noticed just now? Okay, good. Okay, so, and those who have not turned on your video, I'd like you to turn on your video so that I could actually see, that you're all okay to do that. Okay, good. Now, let's proceed on. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to look a little bit from from about life force. Okay. Now, there is always a perfect balance when everything is produced naturally. Okay, this all life is energy. Okay, and all creation is a play of energy and matter. Okay, so this energy is utilized, and it is concentrated and is brought into effect of whatever it has got to become from the subtle organizing energy field, and becomes a matter that it has to become. So do not treat food simply as a matter, but treat it as an energy. Okay. So what is always happening, when you feed yourself, the food that you eat has always got a positive and a negative experience. Okay. The food you eat has got a positive and negative experience. How? Okay. Your body is made of electrons, protons, and neutrons. Okay. Protons are positively charged. Okay. Protons are positively charged and electrons are negatively charged. The negative charge is beneficial for your body. The positive charge is non-beneficial. However, the positive charge and the negative charge, when it is in a balance, you will find that it becomes neutral. So it is called a neutron. Okay. So proton, electron, neutron. Okay. So when you eat certain foods, you eat an overcooked food, or you eat a processed food, or you eat chemicals in your food that are chemically laden, they get into your food chain, and you didn't clean it properly, or it gets into your daily food. You'll find that the naturally the cells will start to grab all that food that has come into your body, will start to grab the electrons and make it unstable. And when it's grabbing the electron, it starts to increase that energy and vibration of that non-beneficial food in your body. Okay, so that becomes a free radical. Free radicals destroy and contribute a lot of diseases. It contributes to aging as well. Okay, so these free radicals, that's where people want to, they eat all the supplements, the nutrients, to eliminate the free radicals from your body. Okay, so you see, the kind of supplements that people normally take, vitamin C, E, the B's, yeah, all the C's, the minerals, yeah, because they want to put it on a negative charge to keep it in a balance. Okay? So in order to to balance it, okay, from the imbalance that is being created by the food that we eat, okay, you will find that we need to eat supplements, we need to forgo certain foods, and we need to continuously change and renew our diet. Okay, in the current age now, in this moment of our life, you'll find that a lot of food that we eat are commercially processed and provided for us, and these foods basically have no energy. Okay, they are actually very harmful, and it's actually the food that is also significantly contributing to all the diseases that we have, right? All the various diseases that we encounter in our life, it's also contributed by all the free radicals, which is coming from things that we assume that they are food, but actually they are not food. Okay, so we're going to explore further. As we explore further, we are looking at the energy of food. Okay, you're going to spend some time in the energy of food. And, okay, in this energy of food, we are talking about foods that are vibrating with higher energies and food that are vibrating with very low energy. If you look at the top of the pyramid, okay, you will see that it is vibrating at 52 to 320 megahertz. Okay, these are very high vibrational foods. Okay, so these are actually classified as superfoods. Okay, superfoods are basically coming from phytoplanktons. Okay, phytoplanktons are like chlorella, spirulina, and actually spirulina is actually a lower vibration, but chlorella, AFAs, and cryptomonodalis, these are specific algae, which is also used in NASA for astronauts to consume as food in space as well. Okay, and then you will find that these wheatgrass is also one of it. Certain essential oils like coconut oil, ghee, they are all classified as superfood, and they support a huge energy in your body. Okay, they increase your vibrations. Okay, when you're eating food, food in food science, right? When you eat it, when it is benefiting the body, okay, the universal vital force rejoices when you eat them, and you're basically increasing the energy vibrations, where we call it karma. Okay, so it is supportive for the body, so you create a lot of good karma to yourself. Okay, you increase the positive vibrations in yourself. So anything that you're eating which is of a lower vibration, you will find that those foods are non-beneficial for you. They are emitting a lower vibration, which eventually leads to death. Okay, so the other set of foods that we are looking at, these are foods that contain high mineral and life force energy. So like your chocolates, your almonds, and spirulina, fruits, yeah, berries, all the berries, yeah, and mangosteens and lime. Okay, I want to share something later where it is got to do with purple foods. I'll come to that in a while. The next slide actually talks about that as well. And then we are also looking at in the middle range, we are looking at foods that are from the earth. Okay, these are like some of your berries, your fruits, all the different fruits that you have. Um, uh, and what do you call nuts, yeah, all the fruits belong to this category, and they are all from the earth. They are also super nutrients for your body. Okay, then there's something called the animal discharge. Okay, so the animal passes its waste, okay, and then it passes through the canal, and then it comes at waste, and then waste becomes a nutrient for the soil. It energizes the soil, and then everything that's growing underground or growing on the ground, okay, like cabbage, lettuce, they all grow on the ground. Pumpkins, root vegetables, okay, potatoes, carrots, and all this, they are from animal discharge. They also have some energy. Okay, they also have some energy. Okay, they're from 0 to 5 megahertz. Okay, and they often cook. If you cook it, you find that this energy are all lost. So actually those foods are supposed to be eaten raw. Okay? So in cabbage, they notice that the westerners, they make sauerkraut out of it. It's full of probiotics. It is life force. But the moment you cook the cabbage like in the Chinese style or the Indian style, it is cooked to the pulp, and then there's got no nutritional value, but it becomes sugar rapidly. So it is not beneficial for the body. Okay. Then we are looking at other foods, okay, like eggs, milk, and cakes, and cookies, and scones, or like donuts, and drinks with those energy drinks and Coca-Cola, and sauces and all these kind of things. They are the foods that are going at zero and going towards a negative, okay, negative energy. Okay, when you are looking at negative energy, these foods do not actually benefit your body. Okay, They do not benefit your body, and what usually they do is that they destroy cells. They are the free radicals which actually grab the electrons from your cells, and they start to balance themselves. That's why they start to produce all the diseases in your body. Now, if we go a little further, you look at the death zone. Okay, these are the hot dogs, the burgers, the pizzas, and meat burritos, the steak, poultry, and all the animal foods. Okay, so now if you look at from the medical perspective, they feed everybody with meat, all kinds of meat. The doctors will tell you must eat meat because that is an essential protein that you need in your body. Unfortunately, when you look from the energy and the vibration concept, these foods do not produce you with all the essential nutrients that you need. Okay, they are the life force in that animal is taken away. You rob that animal of its life force to feed yourself. Okay, so when you're eating a piece of meat, okay, the essential vital energy that you're supposed to get, you actually don't receive it. Actually, it destroys your body. Okay? It destroys your body of all the essential nutrients that you may get from it, and it doesn't support your body with the repair. It actually, on the contrary, what it also does is that it actually produces all kinds of health challenges in your system. So does that mean that you become a vegetarian overnight? I won't encourage you to, because a lot of vegetarians are very sick as well, because a lot of people become vegetarians due to spiritual reasons, or when they are challenged with health. Okay, when they have diseases and there is a health challenge, they overnight they become a vegetarian, thinking that they will become healthier. Well, it helps a little, but however, they start to load on themselves with a lot of carbohydrates, a lot of processed foods, and in that process, they eat a lot of mock food as well, and in the process, they start to worsen their condition. It's much worse uh, compared to eating all those meats. Yeah, so those who are eating all those mock fish and mock chicken and mock mutton and whatever not, yeah, it's even worse. It is not really beneficial for your body. So you got to understand. Okay, you got to understand from the sphere where your body needs to be supported energetically. We are talking purely about foods that support our energy. Okay, if you have a craving and you have to eat meat and you have been eating it all your life, ask yourself, what is the condition of your health? Okay, and look at someone who's much healthier and find out what they are doing, how are they supporting themselves, and and what kind of foods they are eating. Okay, you may find that a very muscular person, very muscled and he's an athlete and all this kind of thing, and they carry weights and stuff, and they claim that they eat about 12 eggs a day, and they but you will find that they end up with a lot of chronic diseases. Okay, every human being is not made in the same way. Everybody is made different. There are very different chemical balances that are taking place in a human system, although you know um, the basic essence of our human system is common, but everybody is very unique. So someone who seems to be thriving on all these foods which are classified as non-beneficial, they keep on continuing eating it, but they end up with dreadful diseases. And dead people are not there to tell you what life was like. Yeah, so you can only find out from people who are healthy and alive, right? I remember my grandfather, my mother's father, who lived on till about 98 years old, and he was able. He had a stolen bike from the Japanese war, the World War II. Okay? So he stole it from the Japanese, and he had it with him to his last days. Right? It was such a heavy bike because those bikes they don't use the tires are hard tires. They are not. They don't pump air into the tire. So the bicycle used to be very heavy, and I, as a 12-year-old, I cannot lift that bike. Yeah, but he lifted it up with one hand, right? And he lived a very able, a very steady life, right? And towards the end of his life, right, his eyesight started to worsen, and he had a fall and some accidents because of his poor eyesight, and that's where it contributed to his death. Yeah, he started to deteriorate. But otherwise, he was perfectly all right. He was perfectly okay, and he was a herbalist and ate healthy. He had his toddy, and he lived so well, right? So if you need to choose foods that are going to support you with all the energy and vibrations, okay? And I will share with you another experience that I'm going through now. I'm on my 16th day of my liquid and water fast. Okay? So someone who has not eaten any food for 16 days usually will be very frail and very sick. They might end up in a hospital. It's a general perception that a lot of people have. Look at me. Do I look like someone who is so frail and weak? No, I'm full of energy. Okay, I'm full of energy because I started to understand and grasp this information where matter is not important. It is only energy that is important. I started to apply that science, and I can see it for myself. Yes, I've become leaner. I've shed a bit of weight, and I can fit into my old clothes. All these are positive experiences, but the greatest experience I'm having now is that I'm feeling much healthier, mentally vibrant, energetic, and feeling awesome. Okay, and probably in the next workshop we will be doing about fasting and then fasting as medicine and as an anti-aging thing. So I will revert to that later. We'll talk about it later. Okay, so we're going to move on. Okay, so phytoplankton. Yeah, phytoplankton. We are talking about higher energy vibrational foods. They are like chlorella, the green foods that you're looking at there now in the bowl, right? AFA. They are from. There's a particular river in the U.S. called Klamath, and they grow there. It cannot be grown anywhere else, and they're just so amazing. Okay, you just need to take a pinch of it, and it does amazing benefit to your body. Cryptomonadalis, which is now commercially grown, is also known as PPAS, proliferated something. Okay, accelerated receptors. It is something that is also beneficial. And then purple foods. If you look at there, you will see purple carrots. Okay, I don't know if many of you remember seeing this, or any of you have seen purple carrots. They are now coming back. The orange carrots that you see is actually genetically modified carrots. The original carrots, the color were purple. They were never orange in color. Okay, so it was modified in Europe, and then it became orange in color in Belgium. It was made for the king. If you look at food history, and then it became popular. Orange carrots became popular because it was a novelty at the time, and everybody was fascinated about the orange carrots. And so it was planted widely, and now only orange carrots are available. But now the original purple carrots, somebody who had the seeds, they started to plant it again, and then the purple carrots started to grow, and they are now available and quite expensive. Right? You will find that compared to normal carrots, purple carrots are much more expensive. But purple foods, any purple foods that you give to your body helps with accelerated repair. Okay, you got to remember that. Purple foods accelerates repair in your body. Okay, there are many purple foods. We'll come to that in a while. Okay, so next one, fruits. Okay, if you recall the food pyramid that we looked at just now, fruits that grows from the tree. If you have the benefit of plucking a ripe fruit and eating it from the tree, you are blessed. Okay, that gives you a lot of energy. And if you have the habit of eating raw nuts, okay, we eating the habit of eating raw nuts are essential nutrients for your body as well, not the fried and roasted, honey roasted cashew nuts and salted cashew nuts, and garlic roasted peanuts and all these. They actually taste very nice, but they are nutritionally defunct and they are not beneficial for you. Okay, so always eat raw nuts and keep raw nuts in a tub beside you. So whenever you feel a little hungry or you're craving for something, just put a few in your mouth, and then they are supportive for you. Mixed fruits, mixed vegetables, They are also very high in nutrients and energy for you, and especially in energy and vibrations. And if you can eat certain foods raw, it will be beneficial for you. Now, because we are creatures of habit, we tend to eat the same kind of food. And as you get older, right, and you've been eating, the same kind of foods all your life, you will find that you lose specific enzymes to digest them. So if you go back to, if you just say for, because after this workshop, if you were to go into taking raw foods tomorrow, you will feel very, very uncomfortable. So you got to slowly ease into it. You need to take some probiotics. You need to take some enzymes to support your body so that it starts to create a culture back into your ecosystem, in your digestive system, right? So your body will be able to assimilate them. So do not rush and quickly get into this habit of eating raw foods, because you will feel bloated and you feel uncomfortable, and you will think that all these things is wrong. Okay, so you got to ease into it. You cannot straight away get into this habit of eating so many other things. So we now see the foods that has got zero energy, and they're actually minus, or they're into negative energy frequencies. Okay, all your meat foods, your seafood, your fishes, they are all from dead animals. They are vibrating at zero energy, so they are not helpful for your body. Okay, and then your comfort foods. Okay, your fast foods and your comfort food, pizzas, burgers, fries, and onion rings, and all those works. They, people crave for it. Yeah? People say that it is like, oh, such a lovely thing, and you need to eat. And then especially people who are very stressed and anxious, or you find that they naturally crave, and they have the tendency towards eating pastries. Okay, these pastries, despite whatever fruit that it may have on top of it, they are all laden with sugar, and sugar is number one cause. It's like cocaine, and it's the number one cause of cancers in this world. Okay, if you can eliminate sugar completely from your diet, you can do it overnight. Yeah, if you can take off sugar completely from your diet, you will see an amazing shift in your balance, okay, and energy. Okay, so what kind of sweetener can you have? You can have stevia. You can have raw sugars as in the form of palm sugars, coconut sugars, not the sugarcane raw sugars, because there's no such thing as sugarcane raw sugars or cane raw sugars, because they they make refined sugars and they add molasses back to it, and then they put it back in the market as raw sugars. Okay, so how to identify cane sugars which are really, really raw? You got to eat them and you will taste sugarcane. If you have drank sugarcane juice, you will know what that is, how the raw sugarcane sugars, right, will taste. So you got to be mindful that it's very hard to find and it's very expensive. Okay. So we are looking at energy and vibrations in food. If you look in this picture now, if you look on the right, raw tomato, it is full of vibrant and energy. So can you see the energy around? This was taken with a Trillium camera. Trillium camera is a camera that pictures your energy, your aura. Okay, this energy is common in everything. Everything has got energy, so it is vibrating with that energy, and it is so in raw food. Okay, you will find that it's abundant with energy. However, when you cook it, okay, when you cook it, the energy is lost or it is significantly reduced, depend on how you cook. Okay, sometimes people will cook the tomato until it is dissolved in the curry. So will there be any energy in the tomato, or the tomato that you get? No. Okay. However, you need to uh, cook the tomato a little bit to allow the lycopene in the tomato to benefit you. And tomato is actually a cancer-fighting fruit as well. Okay, it helps to prevent prostate inflammation and stresses. So lycopene that is abundant in tomatoes is activated. It is beneficial for you when you eat cooked tomatoes, but it cannot be overcooked. Okay, if you cook it to the pulp, then it is not beneficial. Okay, the other thing is, if you look on the left, you will see apples and the slice of meat that you see there. Now, the apple that you see, where they just sliced it, it is full of vibrant energy, and slowly the energy will start to decrease when it start to oxidize. Right now, if you see the meat, meat also got some energy. Actually, what you are seeing there as energy is actually the energy just being emitted by bacteria. Okay, When you start meat, when you put outside long enough, it start to decay like any other body that would decay. So these meat energies will start to produce it will start to it is dead and it is not producing all the essential energy that you need. Okay, good. So what you eat is constantly interacting with your energy. Now, the picture on your left of all these women are actually taken from after they ate food, whatever food that they had. Okay, you will see the different orange color around them. This was taken from a Trillion camera. Okay, and we have these cameras in Singapore. So if anybody is keen, we can go and have a photo shoot um, at this place, and we can go and experience it yourself. Okay, so if you see the picture in the middle is full red. Okay, this is someone who has had a buffet, a lot of alcohol, a lot of meat, and so the aura becomes literally red. Okay, and probably she must be in some kind of group of friends and must be having some good time, so you feel some small purple energy that is around there. So that is the happy energy that is there. Okay, now on the left you'll find that this person a lot of blue energy that is there and a little bit of cloudy and whiteness. Okay, so probably she's someone who had some chicken rice or biryani and had some drinks and like some juice or something like that. So it's a mixed feeling because you see a lot of red on the bottom and those blue energy on the top. So probably had it at breakfast or maybe a small lunch. Now here on the third picture that you see on the extreme right is basically someone who's actually eaten healthy. Yeah, eaten healthy, and you'll find that the energy is more vibrant. Okay, however, there's some white energy there. Probably she must have had some kind of ice cream or something. So that kind of like dissipate the energy a little bit, but pretty all right. She's there. Okay, she's there. She's good, and probably among the three ladies, she's the most healthiest one. Okay, so we are also constantly emitting energy. We are also constantly emitting energy, and this energy is constantly interacting with us. So food, it is not a purely a matter, but it is energy. So the common foods that we eat regularly and what they do to you. Okay. So here I would like to spend a little bit of time and talk about wheat. Okay. People who eat wheat on a regular basis. The kind of wheat foods are bread. Okay. This bread that you're eating, your wholemeal bread. Okay, is also is wheat and it is poorly digested by the body. Okay. Um, when you eat wheat, within 30 seconds, it goes into your body. It affects the neurons in your brain. Okay, when it's affecting the neurons in your brain, it makes it dull. So, but it has become such a common food in everybody's life. Those days gone are the days where people eat, dosai, idli, nasi lemak, yeah, and or vegetables and fruits for breakfast. But those who are health conscious, usually they are eating such foods, but many of them, is a quick fix, so they go and eat bread. And they eat a lot of wheat-based diet like pasta, yellow noodles, biscuits with tea. Yeah, they dip it in the tea and then they eat them. It really fits shok. Shok is a word that we use in Singapore for pleasure. Okay, so they're feeling a lot of pleasure from this, and when they're eating that, and they put a lot of spread on it. They put a sugar loaded spreads. Your peanut butter is full of sugar, the jams are full of sugar, and then what else? You put the kaya, the egg jams. In Singapore are famous for egg jams. So they have this egg jam they spread on the thing, and they put a butter and all. They put margarine, which is made from palm oil, and then they toast it and they eat it. Wow, you may be having mouth-watering experience now, but I tell you, those foods are really really harmful. Okay, wheat. Okay, wheat primarily in traditional system about 1,000 years ago or maybe 2,000 years ago. wheat in its natural form was beneficial for the body. However, wheat in its form that is now we have today are genetically modified. Okay, you hardly find natural wheat. You only find genetically modified wheat, which grows very fast. You can have multiple crops to be harvested in a year, and this wheat goes into the market. It comes in many forms of food. Okay, it is hidden in many things. It goes into your sauces. It is used as a thickener. It is used in all kinds of food. Your pastries, your bread, your prata, your chapati, your naan and everything. All are wheat. And if you look at the history of wheat, they even did this thing where they refined the wheat. So the white flour that you get, okay, the white flour that you get in the market, and and uh, and whole wheat flour, right? The whole wheat flour so-called classified healthier than the white flour. But why was the white flour created? Because the Westerners actually felt that the white flour is beneficial for the body, and it makes you become whiter and prettier. So that's why white flour was created, and then the wheat flour was the whole wheat flour was actually given to all the poor peasants, and the farmers were forced to eat that. Okay, so those who ate white flour actually ended up with a lot of diseases as well, because it was just pure sugar, and it converts into rapid sugars in your body, and so it becomes pure sugar. And then it also became foods that contribute to a variety of diseases, especially cancers, diabetes, cholesterol, oil imbalances in your body. It is also the leading cause of allergies in your body as well. So wheat is totally a non-beneficial food. So anyone who comes to my clinic, I usually encourage them to stay off wheat. The fact that the moment they stay off wheat, you will find that they become much healthier. They become very, very healthy, and they feel very supported, and they feel very energized. Yeah. Now, the other foods that contributes to a lot of allergies in the human body and contributes to a lot of inflammation in the body. Wheat does that as well. It triggers a lot of inflammation in the system. It makes your body very sluggish. The other food that primarily drives a lot of inflammation and affects your hormones is soy. Soy food, okay? Any form of soy, even soy isoflavones and soy nutrients or anything like that, they are very, very harmful for the body. Singapore is famous for tofu, in Asia especially, okay? Now, this tofu that people eat, they're commercially produced, and there are a lot of caking agents are added to this. And then these soy foods literally affects, it helps you to put on weight. Okay, the purine protein in the soy contributes to inflammation of your joints, and this affect your body significantly. Okay, so here almost all Indians on Tuesday and Friday they eat tau sambal as a vegetarian source of their food. They feel that the soy protein is beneficial for the body. So soy and tempeh and all this kind of thing, they're very harmful. If you want to overcome pain in your body, stop soy. Stop eating soy for about 6 months. Within 2 weeks, you will notice a significant change in your life. Yeah. So Zainal, I like to also eat my tahu goreng and sambal tofu and what do you say? No, the ones with the where they sambal goreng. Really shock. Yeah, but it's been years since I had them. I try to avoid them as much as I can. Occasionally, when I have a craving for it, I have them, but I try to avoid them to the maximum because they are not beneficial for our system. Okay, the other thing is milk. Okay, milk is actually commercial milk that we have now. A cow, in order to produce milk, it has got to become pregnant. But nowadays, cow do not need to become pregnant, so they inject all kinds of hormones into it, especially luteinizing hormone is injected to the cow, and the next thing, the cow doesn't need to be pregnant, it produces milk. Now when you drink this milk, what will happen? Even men are lactating. There are men who has come to my clinic who are lactating and having chronic headache because the prostate the pineal gland start to form crust, right? Women who are not married, who are not pregnant, are lactating because this is happening. This is due to heavy metal poisoning, hormonal imbalances that are happening in their body, and the common thing that they are drinking I ask them, do you drink milk? And they say, yeah, I drink milk every night. It's good for the body. I say, are you feeling good? They say, no, I'm having a headache. That's not feeling good, right? So I would encourage them to stop drinking milk, and actually they feel much better after that. The body starts to naturally detox and get rid of all those toxins that comes from milk, and it's slowly released from the body, and all these problems are gone. Okay. Fish. Fish is other food that is also shellfish and fish, okay, because they contribute to a lot of challenges as well, because we dump a lot of rubbish into the sea. So heavy metals, right? That mackerel, if you eat mackerel, you'll find a lot of heavy metals coming from mackerel. It goes straight into your body, and then it weakens your heart. Yeah, it literally destroys. Yeah, and probably you will die. Right? Peanuts, eggs, all these are common allergens. If you want to know what is allergic to your body, if you want to know what is not agreeable to your body, you can always do a simple food intolerance test at our clinic. We'll be able to do that. Now, the other thing that I wanted to discuss is about fried food. Okay, fried food is really, really nice. Yeah, I'll tell you, anything you fry and eat is really, really pleasurable. It is shock. Okay, however, fried foods contribute to cancer. Okay, why is fried food so nice? It's very crunchy because it is carbonizing. Okay, so that the brown thing that you see is actually carbon. Okay, if you have too much carbon in your body, you will end up with cancer. Okay, so fried foods, if you eat it on a regular basis, they're going to contribute to cancers in your body. So you need to be mindful. Try and experiment at your home, right? Place any food that you want to fry, and put it on a heated oil and let it be there, right? After a while, you will see that it becomes brown, and then eventually it will become black. Okay, it is called carbonizing. It is a process where, due with the heat interacting with the oil, the food that you have put there, it starts to carbonize, and because it is carbonizing, you're eating carbon. It contributes to a hell level of problem in your body. Singapore is #1 in colorectal cancer. Colorectal cancer is happening because of fried food. We like to eat our fried fritters, our curry puffs, roasted and baked foods and all this. Yeah, they all have carbon in them. They're not really beneficial for your body. And they actually lower your vibration significantly as well. Your vibration starts to go down so much that the body starts to disintegrate, and you find that you start to age. Okay, if you are aging rapidly, what you're eating is wrong, and probably you are also under a lot of stress. Okay, so what are the foods that increases our vibration? Okay, there's a whole lot of food. If you look at the center of in the picture, all the berries, okay, all the black berries, the purple berries, okay, the blueberries and any purple colored berries, the naval palam in India, and the Indians eat it as well. They are all super beneficial for you. Purple cauliflowers, purple carrots, brinjals, purple pumpkins, and purple potatoes. Okay, they are all superfoods. Turnips are purple turnips. They are all just so superfood. Anything that is purple, sweet potato, purple sweet potatoes, the Japanese ones, yeah, they are also beneficial for you. They repair. They literally repair everything in your body, right? Now, if you got a problem in your body and you are just so frustrated, it's not healing well, wear a purple shirt, wear a purple underwear. We can wear purple pants or skirt. Yeah, you'll find that your body starts to receive that energy and vibrations from the purple color, and it will start to heal. It will support your body. Okay, they are the topmost in the vibration channel, in the vibration circle, where they give you all the essential benefits that you need to promote healing and repair, rejuvenation, and restoration in your body. Okay, the next set of foods are the red colored ones. Okay, the red colored foods are also giving you all the repair energies. They interact with your DNA. They go right to the DNA and they repair. Okay, the only other food that goes right to the DNA, which is rich in protein, which is a vegetarian source, are millets. Okay, millets repair your body significantly. So you can find there are a lot of YouTube videos that are there now. So much of food that are being shared and discussed about that they literally support your body in repairing. You can literally reverse your diabetes by eating certain millets in combination. And in my upcoming workshops, I'll be presenting on millets as well. So hanging there for that. And then the other foods that are the orange foods, okay, all the orange colored foods, they all these foods are actually rich in vitamins and minerals. Yeah, they all are full of minerals. They also have protein. Okay, it's a misnomer to think that vegetables don't have any protein. Every fruit and every vegetable has got protein in them. Okay, now these orange foods, they are good for your eyes. They're full of beta carotene, the vitamin A's. They're beneficial for you. Onions, okay. I'll give you a simple cough mix remedy. Okay, if you're having a cough, you can use onion with honey and chop it up, chop the onion, and then add honey to it, leave it for about 8 hours. And then after that, drink that juice that comes up from with the honey and onion interaction. Yeah, it will stop your cough. Okay, pineapple is another one that actually stops cough as well. And the bromelain that you find in the pineapple will reduce all the inflammation happening in your body. Okay, it's really beneficial for your body. Okay, then comes all the fruit, the green vegetables, which add to the chlorophyll. They are blood foods. Okay, so it doesn't mean that you have to eat red foods to support your blood. It's actually all the green foods. The chlorophyll that you find naturally occurring in all your green vegetables are beneficial and supporting your blood health. They're really, really beneficial for your blood health. They promote blood rejuvenation, repair, and restore. One of the best foods that you can have to support the iron content in your body, curry leaves. Yeah, if for anyone, male and women, if you have about 24 curry leaves every morning, right, you chew them and you swallow. After chewing it properly in your mouth, you will find that your iron status will improve in about 4 to 5 days. Right, in 4 to 5 days, you will hit the 13 range, and you will be in a healthy iron status. Then comes all the other foods, the root vegetables, your white foods. They are also beneficial for your immunity. They support your immune system, and they are rejuvenating your cellular function, the organ function. They're promoting a vibrant health in your body. So eat a variety of colored vegetables, naturally colored vegetables and foods. Okay, not adding color to your food. Okay, because if you add any other color to your food, then they are not beneficial. They promote all kinds of problems. Okay. Then we also going to discuss about food. When you buy food, okay, you need to understand that the foods that you are eating, okay, especially all those commercial and processed food, okay, they are loaded with all kinds of chemicals. It is important that that you read the labels when you buy your food. Okay, ask yourself, when you cook your food, do you add all those chemicals and the E numbers that you find on the food labels? Right? They claim that it is permitted. Okay, they claim that it is permitted, but they don't realize, that it is harming people's body if they consume on a long term. Right? Like Coca-Cola, you would have seen a lot of advertisements out there, Pepsi and Coca-Cola. If you pour it on the toilet, it helps to clean the toilet very quickly. It helps to remove rust, right, from metals, rusty metals. If you pour Coca-Cola on them, it removes the rust. If you leave a rivet or a nail in Coca-Cola, it disappears, over 2-3 days. Yeah, it is no more. So imagine you're drinking that. So, but why are they selling it? Yeah, why are they selling it? Because nobody expects you to drink Coca-Cola every day. You drink once in a while, they claim it's okay, right? So the onus is on you. The responsibility is on you, and you have to be the judge to decide how you want to eat and what you want to eat and how often you want to eat. Do I drink Coca-Cola? Once in a while. Okay, there's really, really some crazy craving that happens, and probably it happens once a year, or maybe once in 6 months. Yeah, and I just have a can of Coca-Cola, and after drinking that, then I have to drink copious amount of water to flush it out from the body. And I want to ask you one more thing. Coca-Cola is black in color. Okay, when you drink it, after drinking it, you pass out the urine. Does it come out black? It doesn't. Okay, it is usually yellow or some other color. So what happened to the black color? What happened to the black color? The food dye that has been added to the Coca-Cola goes and wraps around your kidneys, and they disrupt the function of your kidneys. Okay, so people who drink all these colas and sodas and whatever they're drinking, they end up with all those colors coating their kidneys, and they end up with kidney failure, a lot of problems with their kidneys, stones in their kidneys, and the kidneys not functioning properly. And because it is not functioning properly, their heart starts to fail, they have a heart attack, and they die. Okay, so these foods contribute to a whole host of problems. Now we are coming almost to an end of our workshop, where now we're going to do a simple energy exercise. Okay, in this energy exercise, what we're going to do is we're going to sense energy in our hand first. Okay, so what I want you to do is that I want you to make a in any one of any of your hand. Okay, do this. Okay, hold it, bring your fingers together and hold it like a bird. Okay, and then the other palm that is which is open, what I want you to do is that place it together and just give it a good rub. Okay, just give it a good rub. Okay, just give it a good rub. Okay, and then do otherwise, the other hand, do that as well. Okay, just give it a good rub, sense it, feel some heat in your hand. Okay, when you rub. Okay, so do that. Okay. Okay, and now bring your palms together. Okay, bring your palms together and feel it. Okay, now you will find there's some kind of pulsating energy. There's some kind of like a force. It could be a magnetic force in between your hand. Can you feel it? Give me a thumbs up if you can feel it. Okay, good. Right. So if you are feeling it, yeah, feel. Do it until you feel it. I want to ensure that everybody is getting that experience. So really give it a good rub. Hard. Okay, just rub. Bring it together. Okay. Now, if for any reason you're not feeling, clap your hand. Okay, and then feel it. You'll feel the vibration. Okay. Now, when you're feeling that vibration, and you feel the energy in between your hands. Okay. Now, I want you to pick your apple and pick your bread. Okay, so let's pick the bread first. If you don't have a bread, a biscuit is done. Samshad, I know that you don't eat bread, and after seeing me, and now you have some biscuit with you, so you can use a biscuit. Place it on your palm. Okay, and then feel that energy of that bread. Okay, feel that energy. Okay, so when you feel the energy, notice what is the energy is like. Okay, I don't want to describe it now. Sense the energy, notice what it is like. Okay, and then after that, put the bread away, and then take your fruit, whatever fruit that you have. So I have an apple with me now. Okay, an apple here, and place the hand on top of the apple and feel that energy. Okay, feel what it's like. Okay, now feel it. Okay, feel that energy. Okay, if you're not feeling that energy, activate your hand. You got to really rub, rub your hand, clap your hand, whatever that you're going to do, feel, right? And now you'll notice that the energy on your bread is lesser, it is damp, it is not vibrant. But the energy on your fruit is more vibrant. Okay, it's not the fruit did not come from any tree, any tree that you plucked it from. If you're able to plug in, you're lucky. Can you feel that energy and the vibration? Okay, in that fruit. Yeah. Now, can you feel that energy and the vibration on the bread? Okay. Now, what you need to do when you go to the supermarket, don't hold it in both hands. Just hold it in one hand and feel it. So Zainal, yeah, place an apple in one hand. Okay, and then just feel that energy. Okay, just feel that energy. Yeah, you will be able to sense it. And likewise, feel it with your bread. Just place your hand on your bread and feel it. Feel that energy. Okay. Can you sense it? Feel the energy? Give me a thumbs up if you can see. Can sense it. Okay, good. Yeah, so you're on the right track. Well done. Okay. So what I would like you to do now, okay, from tomorrow onwards, wherever you go, right? When you go to the market, okay, You can ask your body, what my family needs to eat today. Okay, so as you go about in the supermarket or the or in the market, you feel attracted to a certain vegetables, right? Just place your palm over that vegetable or that fruit and feel that energy. Okay, feel that energy. It will start to vibrate with you. Okay, it will start to vibrate with you, and you can sense that energy and vibration. If you feel an intense energy, that food is beneficial. Right, that food is beneficial for your family. And if you cook that food or you prepare that food and give everybody, everybody starts to become healthier and more vibrant. This is how you raise your energy and vibration with food. Okay, so this is something that I wanted to share, where you actually enhance that energy and that vibration of that food. Okay, is everybody okay with that information? You can sense it. Okay, good. Now, as you sense it, make it a practice. So just go to the supermarket, just rub your hand. Okay, now you know how it feels like sensing that energy and that vibration. So you can actually sense it wherever you go. You can feel it, you can touch that food, or you just place your hand near the food, sense that vibration, become an antenna to receive that vibration and energy. And okay, the food that has been prepared for you at the restaurant, you can sense that energy of that food at the restaurant by sensing, just placing your hand near it. Okay, you don't need to make it obvious to for your friend. Just put it by the side, you can feel it. Okay, so by putting your hand by the side, you can sense the energy is beneficial or non-beneficial. Because the chefs in the restaurants are very busy, and sometimes there's a lot of fight that happens. I worked in a Cantonese restaurant before when I was a kid, right? And I know what kind of drama goes through in a restaurant. That was those days. Now with so millions of people in a small country like this, and in wherever people are rushing for food, they're in a hurry, and you have to prepare and have the food ready on time, and you will find that people are abusing and cursing and shouting at each other, and things are dropping, and it is a mayhem inside the kitchen. Okay, so that affects the energy, of the food, and you will find that it disrupts everything. So what we need to do is, you can bless the food. Okay, you can bless your food. How to bless your food? Okay, ever wondered how you bless your food? Okay, now you have to consciously get into a space where you feel a lot of love and gratitude. Okay, close your eyes. Okay, close your eyes, take a deep breath. Okay, breathe in and feel, just repeat within yourself, infinite love and gratitude. Okay, this is a simple food exercise that you can do. Infinite love and gratitude. Allow that, go deep within yourself, and repeat that for a while. As you repeat that for a while, place the fruit on your hand and sense the energy of that fruit now. You are aware of what the energy was like before. Now, with a lot of love and gratitude, feel that energy and say, I bless you. Okay, I bless you. So when you say I bless you, you're blessing your food? No. Yeah, you're just blessing your food. Okay, and then now feel that energy of the fruit now. You will notice that it is shifted, it is more pronounced, it is more enhanced, right? So can you bless your food and have it? Is it beneficial for you? Definitely. Okay, so feel that love and gratitude within yourself, and then bless your food. Okay, give me a thumbs up that you feel the shift in the energy. Okay, sense it, do it until you sense it. Good. Okay, wonderful. The rest of the group, are you feeling that energy and shift? Are you all feeling the shifts happening in your food? Yeah, good. Okay, now the next experiment that we're going to do. Okay, this is another marvelous experience that I shared with the community in Australia 2 days ago. I had a presentation with them, with a group of my doctor friends and naturopaths who are into the food and nutrition, and is working with green peas. Okay, so if you have a green pea, okay, you got to place it in your hand. Okay, hold it in your hand first. Okay, don't do anything first, just hold it in your hand. So green peas. Okay, so I've got a beans lah, green beans. Okay, or mung beans. You know the green mung beans. Okay, I can do. Take one, place it in. Okay. Now what you're going to do is you also need a cotton, a wet cotton. Yeah. So what you're going to do is, the science is this. Okay, the science is very simple. What we're going to do is that we're going to this is a food. This is a grain that can grow. Okay, so because it is a grain that it can grow, what it's doing is that when you put it in a right condition, okay, when you put it in a wet cotton, you put it on the soil, right? It starts to absorb the nutrients with water and light. It starts to sprout. Okay, that means the life force is entering into that grain. It is vibrating with that energy that is all around itself, and it starts to sprout and it becomes a plant by itself. That means if we let it grow long enough, it becomes a full-grown plant and it starts to produce pods. Okay, if you've never seen how green beans plant is grow, and you'll find pods, and you open the pods, there are a lot of green beans inside. Okay, so and these green beans, they are carrying a lot of information. It is carrying universal information. It is harnessing that information and it is producing the energy. Okay, because it is harnessing that information and producing as energy, and it starts to manifest itself as a plant. Okay, this green bean can repair your body. Okay, how? Very simple. Okay, because it is interacting with energy. It interacts with your energy. It is interacting with your energy, and the moment it interacts with your energy, it starts to take in all those information that is imbalanced in your body, all the deficiencies in your body. It carries that information, and then when you plant it, it starts to sprout. The moment it sprouts, you take it and eat it. Okay, the moment it sprouts, you take it and eat it. You must really chew, don't swallow. You must really chew it and eat it. When you eat it, that energy information that the sprout now carries, because it has drawn that information of all the imbalances that you have, it starts to give balance in your body. It starts to rejuvenate your body and repair your body. Okay, don't believe me, go and try. Okay, you try it. Okay, so how? What do you do now? Now you take the tea or the mung bean. Okay, put it in your tongue. Okay, and swish it around. Okay, swish it around, and don't be shy to touch that bean after. You got to take it out, so it's your saliva, no problem. Okay, take it out and then put it on a wet cotton. Okay, put it on a wet cotton. Okay, so you place it in the center of the cotton like that. See what I've done now. Can you see? Okay, so I've now the seed has already absorbed the information about myself. It has identified what are the imbalances that I have. Now I have placed it on the cotton. It will sprout by tomorrow morning. Okay, by tomorrow morning it will sprout, and then I eat the sprouted bean. I put it in my mouth. I will chew it and I will eat it. When I eat it, that energy information of all the imbalances that I have is now transferred to the bean, and it brings in all the repair information. It feeds my body and it starts to repair. Okay, now what kind of repair that will take place? Okay, it's not 100% repair that will start to take place immediately. The universal energy will start to balance your body first. It will repair all those things that are vitally need to be repaired. Okay, and then it also works according to your belief system. If you believe that you need to go through a process to be repaired, you need to go through a process to be restored, you need to go through a process to be rejuvenated, okay, then it takes that process. That means it takes many steps before it happens. But if you believe that you can be repaired immediately, you can be restored, and you could be rejuvenated immediately, then it is true and it will happen. Okay, so when I was presenting it to the physicians, they were saying, will it work immediately or will it take some time? He said, it will work immediately, it will take some time. It works according to your belief system. Okay, just one bean. Okay, just one bean. And you don't need to chew and put many. But if you want to grow many also can, doesn't matter. Okay, after all, it's bean. You put 3 pieces, 4 pieces, you will feel it. Sometimes you sprout one and then you put the mouth, suddenly it gets lost. Okay, inside your mouth. Okay, so you cannot find it, and then you feel that you're not getting the benefit from the foods. Okay, so become aware of what are the problems that you have in your body. Okay, try it and then see the amazing repairs that start to take place progressively in yourself. So you got to keep repeating this exercise on a regular basis. You got to keep repeating it, do it frequently, and then notice the changes that are taking place in your body. Notice the improvements that are taking place. The kind of restoration that are taking place in your body. Feel it, sense it, become sensitive, because you're working with energy. Sometimes we are so insensitive, we don't sense it anymore, and then what happens in that process, we say that, oh, it's not working for me, I don't feel it anymore. But now, although you're not aware of it, but now you can sense that energy in between your palms. Many of you who are not energetically inclined, you didn't know. Okay, now you can feel it. So because now you can feel it, it is not saying that it is a pseudoscience or it's a bluff, but it is there, it is restoring the body. Okay, so now I'm going to stop share. So we're going to come to questions. Okay, I just saw some of your questions now. Coming back to curry leaves, do you eat raw curry leaves? Yes. Raw curry leaves has got beautiful energy. They promote and support your energy. Okay, good. We have come to a close of our workshop. Okay, anyone has got any question, you can unmute yourself and ask, and I'll try my best to answer it. Yes, Lakshmi.
Okay, where do you get the purple carrot? Because it's not easy to get in any NTUC or any shops.
Okay, purple carrots, you can find them in Tekka Market. This is from Singapore. You can also find it in NTUC Finest. Yeah, you can get purple carrots. Mustafa, I spoke to the boss and asked him to bring some purple carrots. But now you go to Mustafa, you won't find any vegetables because of supply issues. But you'll be able to find purple carrots in NTUC Finest. You can find it in some markets. They're already selling it now, especially all those who are selling exotic salads and things.
Okay. Thanks.
Doctor, some people also eat raw neem leaves. Is it okay to eat raw neem leaves?
Yes, it's good to eat raw neem leaves, especially up to about 3 leaves in a day. Okay, not more than that, because the bitter properties sometimes affects your nervous system. So it's good to eat them, and it is also beneficial to improve your immune system, and it also supports your blood health, cleans your blood. But however, if you have specific type of skin issues, if you are eating the neem leaves, although neem leaves supposed to repair your skin, but it interacts in the opposite direction towards your skin. So you got to be mindful. You need to consult your physician, a holistic physician, a naturopath, or what, before you eat.
And also raw manjal, right? The raw manjal also can be eaten.
Yes, turmeric. Okay, raw. There are 3 types of primary turmerics that are available in the market now. The white turmeric, the purple turmeric, and the yellow turmeric. Yellow turmeric, there are many species, but you need to use the kunyit or the turmeric, which is edible version, and it has got a lot of medicinal properties. It's a hepatoprotectant. That means it's a liver protector. It supports your liver. It also boosts your immune system. It's an anti-inflammatory as well. It reduces inflammation in your body. Right, so you can eat them. Purple turmeric, they are rare, but they are also available. They grow in the Himalayan regions in India, And these purple carrots are amazing medicine. They don't use it for cooking. They got a very pungent and a strong astringent taste. When you eat them, right, it hits your roof of your head. Okay, so these purple turmeric, they good to fight cancers as well. Purple foods, remember, they superfoods, they repair. Yeah, white ones are also repairing, and they support your blood health, especially your white blood cells. Yeah? So the white turmeric grows in Indonesia. Okay, at first I thought it was commercial ones, but they grow. Okay, somebody's asking if organic milk is better. Any form of milk, only milk is only for babies. Okay, if you need to still drink milk, you have to drink from your mother. But your mother is not able to produce milk, so why are you drinking from cows? Cow's milk is for cows. Okay, so not really beneficial, although it sounds a little funny, but I tell you, it is true. Okay, so human beings are the only creatures in this world at 70, 80 years old are still drinking milk because they think you get a lot of calcium. But I tell you, you don't get any calcium from it. You need to drink about 1 liter of milk. Okay, 1 liter of milk to get about 5 milligram of calcium. Okay, you get more calcium from your carrots and your dark green vegetables than taking milk. So milk not a healthy option to have.
Doctor, what's your
doctor.
opinion on almond milk or oat milk?
Oh,
If
they're
somebody's
good.
used to having milk, then
Yes, almond milk, macadamia milk, walnut milk, they are beneficial. They are rich in protein. They're good for you. It's good if you can make them your own. You just have to grind them, and then you put it in a sheepskin and you soak it in water, and then you squeeze it out. You get the milk. Very easy. If you buy the commercial ones, they put a lot of preservatives in them. Not beneficial. Coconut milk is also good. If you have got a habit of drinking coffee, try this.
Yeah.
Make it with coconut milk. I tell you, it is so shook. Yeah, it's very nice. Okay, you must try. Okay, but coffee is not a beneficial thing because coffee leaches calcium from your bones. Okay.
One more thing I want to ask. Okay.
Yes.
Carry on.
Ask us.
Actually, I want to ask, the beetroot is okay? The purple fruit, purple
yes.
vegetable?
Yes, it's a good vegetable. Okay, it's good to make smoothies every morning with beetroot.
And what about pomegranate?
Yes, pomegranates are superfoods and they are beneficial for your body.
Yeah.
And pomegranates is good for UTI as well. Okay, the hook nature of the seed.
And
you got to eat the seeds, huh? Don't spit the seed out. You got to eat it. So it goes in, hooks out all the parasites and take it out of your body. Good to have that.
And I want to ask you something, that brinjal. Some people I heard like that brinjal gives knee pains and all like that. So I have some doubt about that one.
Yes, brinjal is a super cancer food. It's an anti-obesity food. Okay. However, brinjal for some people, due to some kind of allergens that they have, they react to it, and then so they don't benefit from it. So you need to find out whether brinjal is reactive to you or not. So you need to find out through some tests. And, the food intolerance test will show you whether brinjal is beneficial or not.
But you also have genetically modified brinjals. Today you get genetically modified. So
the genetically modified brinjals are very huge. Okay, very, very big. And these are, for restaurant purposes. They even have genetically modified egg. They got twin yolk, so they're easy to make cakes. Yeah, I've seen this in Australia. Okay, they all are genetically modified. They're harmful for your body. So those genetically modified brinjals are, they can interact with your body and may not be beneficial. Okay, but generally it's an okay food to have. But for some people, it's not beneficial.
Doctor, is it good to eat vitamins?
Yes, it's good to eat vitamins. It is beneficial for you. But even more beneficial is to eat minerals, because minerals aid repair and restoration in your body. So if you're not getting all the essential nutrients from your body, it's good to take minerals. Okay, and vitamins come second. Right? But the most essential vitamin that you can have that your body will benefit from is vitamin C. An average adult got to take about 8,000 mg of vitamin C per day. Divide it. Don't take it at one time; you'll get diarrhea. So break it up. Take it throughout the day.
Doctor.
Yes.
I heard somebody say can eat white sesame. Is it good for bone?
Yes,
For
yes,
bone
it's rich in calcium, so it's good for your bones. So you got to grind it and eat it. Just eat white sesame like that. It will not get undigested. So you grind it and eat them. When you grind it,
Can
it's
we
good.
eat every day?
Yes, yes, you can. Especially women who have got menstrual problems, right? You can take them on a daily basis. Take a spoonful of they call it tahini, right? So you can put it as a spread. You can put it, mix it with yogurt and have it. It's good for you.
Okay, thank you.
Is it, doctor, the raw stem, banana stem?
No, sesame seed.
Oh, sesame seed. Okay.
Yeah, banana stems are good for you as well. Yeah, they're rich in fiber. They remove a lot of
they're rich in fiber. Yeah.
parasite from you. But nowadays very difficult. People don't eat them. They say how to eat banana stem. You must be a jungle fuller. But actually, it's medicine for your food, right? So you must learn how to cook it. Plantain flowers, banana flowers, they literally heal ulcers in your stomach. They're such
stomach.
Yeah. They're also purple foods. Okay.
Also, this vapambu, the flowers of the neem tree, they also do that.
Yes.
They sun dry it and then they make the soup out of it, rasam, or they make the pachadis out of it, basically, which is essentially very good for health, because once in a while, it's good to have those kind of cycles.
Yeah, you need to.
We all forgot the olden times. It used to happen, doctor. The grandmother used to give you castor oil every Saturday, so that it cleans out your system, and then that day the food is not very spicy. You have the pepper rasam and the chana dal chutney. That's the only thing that you will have, and probably a lot of buttermilk. That's the only food I remember as a child. Every alternate 15 days, you will have your system cleansed, basically.
Yes. Yeah. Good. So it's good to do detox regularly. Okay. I think Indiva and Suchan were trying to ask some question. Let's give a chance to Indiva. Indiva has been trying for a while. Yes.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned about these vegetables, right? Should be taken in the raw form.
Yes.
And there's another viewpoint where a lot of people suggest take it in the form of juice. All these vegetables crushed or put it in a juicer and then have the juice. So what is it like? Does it reduce any potency if you make it juice? Is it increase or is it equally the same? What is advisable?
Okay, good question. Right, juicing is an essential thing now. I do some juicing when I feel really hungry. I take vegetables and put juice or in the form of soup as well. Now, juicing is beneficial provided you take it as a smoothie, or you use a specific type of blender or juicer that does not produce heat, that destroys.
Yeah, it's a slowly masticating juicer.
Yes, so you got a dry juicer, and then you juice it. It's a slow juicer actually, they call it. Yeah, so you slowly juice it, and then you can drink it. You will benefit, but you must drink it immediately. You cannot keep it because when you keep it, it oxidizes and then it loses its properties. So it is beneficial. It gets rapidly absorbed in the body. It supports your body, but it's also good to get some fibers. Okay, so slowly as you're progressing in your food, with your food, and you are evolving to understand the energy, and you start to embrace diet properly, you will eventually go to a point where actually you don't really need to eat so many foods. You eat very little because it is the energy that you're going to use is not the matter. So you don't need to eat in bulk. You go to a buffet, you pay $40 or $50, and then you eat, until your heart's content. After that, you can put on up to about 4 kilos in a buffet. Now there's a lot of weight to shed after that. Yeah. And then you go to the doctors because your tummy is upset. You pay about $180 in an emergency to clear that problem. Yeah, so you got to be mindful as well. Okay, Miss Suchan, you wanted to ask something.
Oh, the purple carrot. What's the best way to cook it so that it will not lose the?
Okay, wait, I can't hear you. Got to speak louder.
What is the best way to cook the purple carrot?
Best way to cook the purple carrots, you can steam it, you can stir fry it, you can eat it raw. Yeah, they're really yummy. It tastes like carrot. It doesn't taste like anything else. It tastes like only color is purple. Okay, so it's so yummy and it's nice. You can feel your teeth all turn purple. Okay. it's a good experience. You feel like childlike. Okay, Biju, you wanted to ask some question.
Yeah, actually, I want to tell something that I came across in my life. Actually, I had a big health problem. Actually, I was suffering from acne when I came into UK. I struggled for almost 8 years. I took, I went so many kind of, I followed so many kind of diet plan, and I took many treatment. I did all sort of exercise like swimming, yoga, asanas, and I did everything. But I just want to say that what has happened to me, like nothing helped me. So one fine day I started working out. It's not for curing myself, but I just like that I started some 3 years ago. So when I started my workout, I felt that my health improved in 3 months time. All my acne went off and there was a big skin improvement. So for me, as my life experience, what I learned was it's not only the food which make you healthy and even energy wise. I think bit of workout, like I started lifting weights. So that helped me to bring back my health. And also energy wise, I feel very vibrant whenever I do workout. And
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I used to suffer from chronic sinusitis. Yeah.
Yeah, there's something I want to share to anyone. Like, don't just rely on food. Please do some workout. Your physical body needs it to make you healthy.
Absolutely, it's very true. What Biju shared is very, very true. So some kind
I
of
can share my photo
exercise.
to you, doctor,
Yes.
after a while.
Yes.
This.
And I used to suffer from chronic sinusitis, and for years I used to sleep with gas mask, and it really affected my studies, my activity, quality of my life was totally disturbed. But the moment I went into the army, I was in the engineers and out in the field, outright, working out and getting my hands dirty and soaking myself in soil and dirt. And the next thing the sinus was completely gone. Okay, I never had my sinus episodes after that in my life. So some kind of bacteria, all the dirt has gone from the soil, has gone into my body. Probably I was too clean. Yeah. So when they go into your system, they start to support and heal you as well. Okay. And the workout that I got in the armed forces, yeah, it really, really shifted my health towards wellness. Okay. Now, anybody else got any other comments,
One question,
questions?
Doctor.
Yes.
One question. What about the kind of salts we should take? Whether we should take the Hindu salt or we should take the iodized salt or which salt? Because we are not spoken about the salt. Salt is also not good most of the time.
Salt is an essential nutrient for your body. Okay, it has got to be taken proportionately. And the best form of salt that you can take is Himalayan salt, sea salt, Celtic sea salts. Yeah, all those salts are beneficial for your body. Okay. Charcoal salt, carbon bamboo salts, they are also beneficial, but bamboo salts and charcoal salt, they smell a little, so you must get used to it. It's common among northern Indian food, but traditional local Asians and others, they don't really use that. But the iodized salt is non-beneficial for the body, because some nutritionist thought that, or doctor actually thought that iodine is good for your thyroid, and it prevents all the thyroid problem. They started adding iodine to salt, and actually it created more problem. More people started to have thyroid issues after taking iodized salt. So the cheap iodized salt that you see in the market, they're really, really not beneficial for your body. Stay away from it. Don't take it. Use other salts. I use pink salts at home.
Doctor, one more question, a couple of more questions, right? I've seen the chart that you showed initially, right? Top of the pyramid are the essential oils.
Yes.
Now, essential oils, getting pure ones are, it's very difficult. If you can recommend any, particular brand, because 95% are, not organic.
Okay. Pure essential oils. We are looking at. We are not looking at those aromatic essential oils. We are talking about edible oils. Okay. So cold press oils. Okay, cold press oils like cold press sesame oils, cold press coconut oils, mustard oils, nut oils. They're all beneficial for you. Okay, they are high in antioxidants. They are saturated fat, which has got balanced carbon content in, the protons and electrons in them, which is beneficial for your body. They are not harmful for your body. Okay, so ghee is another one. Do you know that if you have a cut on your hand, we apply some ghee over it, it heals without a scar. Give it a try. Okay, the scar disappears. Okay, so ghee is also taken for energy. Sports people take spoonfuls of ghee when they go, the ultra marathon and those activities, those kind of active sports they play. They drink some ghee and they're full of energy. Okay, so it is a misnomer. It's a false information that is out there that tells you that ghee is not beneficial for you, creates cholesterol and the works. No, if you're taking ghee and you're living a sedentary life, if you're frying your food in ghee, those are not beneficial for you. But if you're leading an active life, you go out there, you move around, you do some exercise, you do some work, physical work, and you take these oils, they're beneficial for you. Okay, so because they are energy, they are full of energy, they're waiting to be burned, to be used as energy. Okay, so those big people that you see out there, actually they got a lot of energy that is not used. Yeah, so they need to get movement, they need to burn it, and then you find that they start to get that going in their system. Okay.
Yeah.
Zainal, you have a question? Sorry. Okay, go ahead. I think yes. Lever, you can ask.
Yeah, I just wanted to add one small point regarding the ghees, right? So the ghee is right. It has to be A2 ghee, not
Yes.
It's usually on the expensive side. The ghee that you get in the market, it's absolutely toxic. It has to be A2, and it's expensive compared to. Just wanted to add that point.
Yeah. They come from pure cow breeds. The desi cow that you find, which does not have a hump on its back. Those are desi cows. And these desi cows, Jersey cows, sorry, they call it Jersey cows, and they actually are crossbreed. Yeah, they're not real cows. So the ghee or the milk that you get from there is not beneficial. They produce a lot of milk, yeah, but they are not beneficial for the body. Yeah. So
yeah, one more final question.
Yes.
Yeah. Again, the topic of milk, right? We get nowadays a lot of yogurts made from coconut milk,
yes,
and almond milk. It's becoming like you find them more and more in the markets now. Are they really beneficial? Yogurt made from the plant-based milk.
Okay, why we take yogurt? Okay, yogurt is used in a lot of food, but yogurt is also carries a lot of bacteria, friendly bacteria for your body. So if you're not going to have yogurt from cow's milk yogurt, if you're taking natural yogurt, then or other form of yogurt, then probably the yogurt made from coconut milk or nut milks are much beneficial for you. Okay, so you can take that. Okay, there are sauerkrauts, there are fermented foods that produce that has got probiotics in them. You can eat them to increase the probiotics in your body. But usually when you embrace a new diet, you say if after this talk you're so motivated and you want to look into your diet and you want to change it, then you need to take a probiotic as a supplement to restore certain balance in your ecosystem. Yeah, so the body starts to produce all the essential enzymes that you need to produce, so that when you change your food and eat other foods, you don't get sick, but you can manage to assimilate them and use the nutrients from there, and it's beneficial for your body. Okay.
Thank you.
Doctor, I had a quick question.
Yeah.
So what is your opinion, or how do you, consumption of seeds like flax seeds and chia seeds? Because I started doing that. I wanted to know if it's beneficial, or, what would you say about it?
Okay. Flaxseed is very hard, so it's difficult to grind them, but you can soak it in water, and then you can grind it, in a slow juicer, and you can eat it. It is beneficial for you. You can make it like tahini-like. Chia seed, you can soak it in water or in your juice, and let it soak in water, and then mix it with your juice, and you can drink it on a daily basis. It helps to reduce a lot of inflammation in your body. Yeah, the essential oils that you find in chia seeds and the flax seeds, they are beneficial for your body, so it's got to be converted. So it depends on how healthy your digestive system is, because some of them they have a poor digestive system. So whatever healthy food they eat, the chia seed or the flax seeds they eat, they don't convert it into the essential fats that it is supportive for their body. So you got to retrain and reorganize your digestive system back into order, and then when you start taking them, it is beneficial for you. Oh, that's why you will find that some people take it, they benefit immediately. For some people, they don't benefit at all when they take it. It's primarily because they are not absorbing the nutrients. They don't have the enzymes to assimilate the seeds and produce all the gamma-linolenic acid into essential fatty acids. So it doesn't get into their body.
Okay. Thank you, doctor.
Vinodini, you have a question? I see you smiling a lot. Okay, Vinodini she also runs she also into health, and she has a Facebook group, that she talks about health and stuff. Yeah, good job. I'm very proud of you doing that. She works in a hospital. Is still in a hospital?
No, I am working in an IT company.
IT
I'm working
company.
for Singapore.
Okay, she's a multitasking lady. Very good. Okay. Surya Sanjeevan, you have any question? You got to unmute yourself. No?
Doctor?
Yes. Us. Okay.
What is the effect of eating curry powders and all that? Does it benefit us, or does it have any adverse effect on us?
Okay, if you eat too much of curry, then you feel upset in your tummy. However, curry powders or spices, they've got really a lot of benefit for your body. They are also classified into the superfood category. The essential enzymes and the oils that you get from the curry, right? They help to repair and restore balance in your body. They are like medicine. Okay, so it's okay to eat curry. It's good for you. You will find that even in SARS and COVID situation, the Indians had there's a lesser incidence amongst Indians, okay, who eat curry, and they had lesser incidence of all these infections. So it is the spices that actually supports your well-being. It's the spices that promotes your well-being. So it's good to have it. It's beneficial.
Doctor, I have a question also.
Yes, ma'am.
Doctor, they say omega-3 and omega-6 has a ratio to take in. So all the foods that you have mentioned, the colored foods, they're all having quite a high amount of omega-6 and omega-3, as I understand from their colors and all. So one is pro-inflammatory, the other one is anti-inflammatory.
Yes.
So there should be a ratio to complement, and they give together a best benefit. So I just want to know what is the right ratio.
Okay, it is about okay. Nobody drinks oil, like in a cup
directly.
But if we are taking it, if you are in the habit of drinking oils, we're talking about edible oils, the essential oils. If you're in the habit of drinking them, then like a tablespoon of coconut oil daily, it is really beneficial for you. A teaspoon of ghee before an active sports is beneficial for you. Okay, you take it on with your food. Like I take ghee in my thosai, I take ghee in my idiyappam, and the putumayam and all this. I mix it and I eat it with my coconut sugar, and the essential enzymes that you get from the coconut sugar gets into your body. It supports you as well. It nurtures your well-being. Yeah. So you got to take it in a small amounts. Okay. Anything too much will, although it is beneficial, actually will start to affect your system, and it's not beneficial for you.
Okay, doctor. One more thing, doctor. The lady's finger, they say when it is soaked in water and then taken on the next day, it has a lot of probiotics. Is it true, doctor?
It has some probiotics. It has also got the mucilage, which is beneficial for your body, which supports your body. It becomes gluey, the water is no more watery, but it is gluey. So it's a bit difficult to drink it because it's like literally drinking glue. It feels like drinking glue. You should try it, yeah. So when you drink it, it helps reduce diabetes. It helps to reduce joint pains. It supports your joints, right?
So it's
and it's also a superfood for your brain. Okay, so if you have the habit of eating lady's finger, try and have it every day if you can, or regularly. You find that all those incidents, you can literally reverse a lot of issues, problems that are happening with your head, memory loss and all this can be reversed quickly by taking all these dark green vegetables, especially lady's finger. Beneficial for you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
last question. Because we overshot time. Yeah? Anyone?
When is the
yes.
doctor? When is the millet session?
Millet session will be probably in about 3 weeks time, but because the next session that I'm going to do is on fasting, so I will be talking about medicine and health benefits of fasting, and then after that I'll be talking about millet. Yeah, and I want to show some food demo if I can. Probably I'll put it as a video up and show you all how to cook. My quinoa biryani is very nice. It's really show. Yeah. Okay. So Surya Sanjeevan, you got the last question. Please ask.
Yes, sir. I'd like to ask about cooking oil of olive cooking oil. Is it benefit for use for cooking?
Okay, cooking olive oil. Okay, as per the burning point, which is about 70 degrees Celsius, and it is not suitable for frying. You can use it for like a simple stir fry, or you can use it as a cold oil on your salad. You can pour on your salad and eat it. Yeah, but it is not beneficial for deep frying or frying with olive oil, because frying goes up to about 120 degrees Celsius. The best oils for frying is coconut oil and ghee. Okay, they've got high burning point. They can go up to about 300 odd degrees Celsius and still be stable. So it is good to use that. Yeah. And olive oil, you got to take the virgin oil. Okay, if you take the refined one, which is gold in color, it is not beneficial for the body.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the session today, and you have really benefited. It sets you thinking about the kind of food that you're eating and how you're going to steer yourself to improve the quality of your life, right? I hope it will help you and you will start to do something about yourself. If you need more help, you can always consult me. I'll be available at my clinic and I'll be able to share with you. And those who are from abroad, I'll be happy to share it with you. We can have a Skype session or a Zoom session. I'll be able to work out and help you with your diet plan, and we can sort that out as well, right? And then try the DNA repair experiment and sense it. Probably write a journal for yourself. What are the shifts that you are experiencing for yourself? And take it with a pinch of salt. Don't believe everything that I've shared with you, but experience it. Experience is the greatest teacher. So it will teach you and uplift you. Okay. And the last thing that I would love from you is if you can share your thoughts about this workshop today and how it has supported you and benefited you. If you can give me a video testimonial, okay, it will be even more beneficial. And if you allow me to post it on site, on my Facebook, I'll be much happier, because I feel that this information could reach out to many people. It will improve the quality of their life and health and wellness as well. Okay, so if you can, and if you can, please support and write your thoughts and share with us your video testimony. Okay, so thank you very much. Thumbs up to you all. If you have any questions, I'll be here for a while. I don't want to hold you back because tomorrow is a working day. So those who need to go and rest, please go and do what you have to do. And I'll be here for another 5 minutes, I guess, if you have anything to ask. Thank you very much. Yeah. God bless and have fun.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Saravanan. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you. So those who want to,
Doctor.
yeah, thank you. I saw a lot of activity in your video, a lot of movement. Nice. I'm good, very happy. Okay. Anyone has got any other questions to ask? Please ask. For one. Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
Doctor. Hello,
Frida. Yes.
Will you be having any classroom instruction anytime soon?
Yes, when the COVID situation eases, and I will definitely organize an interactive session in a classroom environment. We have a huge space in my clinic now.
I haven't been to your place for some time.
Yes, I'm no more in Adelphi. I've moved to City Hub 2 in Lavender. So I've got 1,000 square foot space, and there's a lot of
Wow. Fantastic. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I hold class regularly, and only because of the COVID situation, we had to slow down. But I'll be having classes on food and nutrition and energy and the science of energy soon. Right?
Yeah.
And phase 3, we will be able to start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any book that you can recommend for me to read further?
Okay. I would encourage you to read a book called Wheat Bellies. Wheat, WHEAT, and bellies as your tummy bellies. Yeah. This book talks about the science about all the destructive effect of wheat. Right. So I only shared some small information, but you can buy on Amazon, and sometimes you may even look it up, and you can find a PDF copy. And then the other book that I'm reading now, there's 9 steps to keep the doctor away. Okay.
9 steps.
And it's a good book. It's written by Rashid A. Butta. Okay, it's an American osteopath, and who's from common medicine has come to holistic medicine. So it has a lot of information about food as well. So you can read that book. You can buy online. Yeah, it's a very popular book, a very interesting read as well, very easy read. So not too complex to read.
Doctor,
you mentioned about soy. Yeah? Then you mentioned about tempeh.
Yes.
I thought tempeh is a good probiotic.
Tempeh is a fermented tempeh is nice to take, and actually, but it's although it has some probiotic, but it's not a very beneficial food because of the soy purine content in the soy, and its impact that it has on the hormones. So not really a beneficial thing to have. It affects.
So it's better to take kimchi for probiotic.
You can take sauerkraut, you can take kimchi, you can take kefir. Yeah, you can do that as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
So was the information I shared, was it beneficial for you?
Very good. Very good. Yeah, very useful. Yeah. I have beetroot with me every time.
Good.
This beetroot.
Okay.
It is in fact nowadays in the Indian shop is very cheap. It used to be very expensive.
Okay. Good. It's a superfood. You must have. Yeah, it's beneficial for you. Okay. All right. Yes.
Doctor, one more question, doctor.
I notice you are recording. Will we be access to the recording?
Yes, I will put it up in the YouTube. Yeah. So you can
Doctor,
access. Yes.
Eating patai is it good? Because it's very pungent.
Oh yes, it's very pungent, but it's got to be cleaned properly. But it's a super good vegetable. It cleans your kidneys, Yeah, it also cleans your urinary tract. Yeah, it's good for your heart, and it's really beneficial for you. Yeah, and if you can eat it raw, it's even beneficial.
What is that?
Patai.
Patai. Oh, okay. Yeah,
a common Malay food, no? Do you eat patai?
I love it.
Yeah, but your urine will really smell.
Yeah,
but it's beneficial. Yeah, it's really good. Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Doctor.
Yes.
I have one more question. Yeah.
Okay.
You say we cannot eat. Not good for taking bread, right? Cannot take bread, right? But then nowadays they sell purple wheat bread, something like that. So can we eat that bread?
What color is the bread?
Purple color.
Really purple color. I've not seen it though. But then bread, they use wheat and refined flour as binders. Otherwise, you can't make a bread. So it will not be beneficial. Even if there's some kind of purple thing inside, it's probably about 10% or 20%. But 80% is refined wheat, and so not beneficial for you. Okay.
Okay, Ken. Thank you. Thank you.
Right. Okay, so break
Bye.
is not a beneficial thing to have. Okay. So good night. Yeah. Thank you very much. Take care and have fun. Yeah. So I look forward for your videos and and any thoughts that you need to share. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Good night.
Good night.
Bye, Doctor. Good night.